I know my boundaries. I want to fight Anthony Joshua exclusive because I know that I will fucking beat Anthony Joshua's ass. I know I
He
will
just got
beat,
knocked out, right?
Yeah, yeah. He doesn't have a chin and he has no skill and he's stiff. And I love you, Anthony. We're friends, all this shit, but I want to fight you.
You're obviously Anthony Joshua's promoter, already. What's going on with Jake Paul, if anything?
I feel the same way as you. You know, I just thought to myself, this is Jake Paul, you know, creating headlines. He's not going to fight Anthony Joshua. And then every conversation I have with Nikisa and MVP, I'm like, oh my God, they actually think they can beat him. And I think there's a very good chance you're going to see it next.
This isn't just clickbait. This is boxing eating dessert before dinner. If AJ versus Jake happens, it's because money beat tradition. In a world of belts and mandatories, eyeballs still win. The real question, are we talking legit heavyweight contest or a mega show with danger baked in? Either way, this is the biggest what if since crossover fights went mainstream, and it could get violent fast.
I mean, don't expect me to tell
next fight.
Yeah, I mean, early next year. Don't expect me to tell you that. From my opinion, it's competitive. It's never a fight that I think it's wildly dangerous. I think Jake Paul is a madman, but for some reason he believes he can beat Anthony Joshua. And I said to Nikisa, I said, this is a bit like, this is going to do the biggest numbers probably we've ever seen in the sport, right? Bizarrely, in the world that we live in today.
Why now? Timing and leverage. Jake proved he can headline. He brings a new crowd and a nasty right hand. AJ's in the big events only era. Brand rebuild plus knockout hunting. Add site fees and sponsors and boom, the math starts doing the matchmaking.
Right.
And I said, it's a bit like tuning in to watch David Blaine, you know, in one of those really dangerous acts that he takes on. I said, but please understand, this is very real. This is not trying to get out of a box with a padlock, you know, whilst you're sort of swimming around. This is serious stuff. And they're like, yeah, we know we can beat AJ. I'm like, okay, well, listen, if you want Anthony Joshua to evaporate you from the boxing world, we will quite willingly do so. So I can't tell you it's on, but I get the feeling these guys are crazy enough to do it. And if they are, you're going to see just an incredible spectacle where clearly the sporting and the boxing world has gone mad.
Sanction and venue politics. If the home board gets precious, Vegas or Texas will happily roll out the ring. Commissions care about medicals, matchmaking logic, and money that clears. If the paperwork says yes, the bell rings. Simple as that.
But who knew?
Eddie, you've been a part of like massive events, especially with a bunch of fighters, but especially with AJ and the way you guys do it in the UK. And I mean, you got 100,000 people in buildings. You think this could be the biggest fight you've ever been a part of?
By far, because of that crossover audience. I mean, you know, you got the people tuning in to watch AJ, like I said, evaporate him from the boxing world. You've got the Jake Paul fans who believe he could cause an upset. Well, and then you got everybody else in the middle cheering, what on earth is going on? But it would be one of the biggest, you know, I don't know, pay-per-view fights, the biggest, I mean, it would just be absolutely huge because this isn't Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson, who's 55 years old. This is Jake Paul fighting one of the most dangerous fighters pound for pound in the sport. And again, the most dangerous thing about this is he's not going, yeah, but I'll go in there, take the money, and you know, once I get hit once, we'll throw in the towel. He believes he can win, and I still can't get over it. But that makes it even more dangerous because he's going to come to win.
Tail of the tape nightmare. 6'6" versus about 6'1". AJ's jab is a gatekeeper, keeps you outside, lines you up, then the two down the pipe. For the smaller man, straight exits get you sparked. You've got to slip inside, smother, and make it look messy. Anthony Joshua destroys Jake Paul based on what I've seen.